Here's why private equity groups don't want you to be successful. It's something that we've been dealing with for our entire journey of building this platform. Anytime we get on the phone with a super successful business buyer, someone who's worth 100 million plus, they always shut the door on us. Not only do they not help, they actually do their best to prevent our success. The reason for that is because the wealthy elite have cornered the acquisition industry for hundreds of years. It's always been this way, where like the people at the top, they're able to consolidate power, they're able to find the best businesses, the best cash flow, the best opportunities, and then the big money is able to just get more big money. It's able to just attract this. It's like a vacuum. Money attracts money. And so now this is like the first generation where there's like internet marketing and people are like selling business opportunities, teaching how to acquire companies. And they don't like that. They don't want there to be more individual buyers in the marketplace. They want to be able to go to the brokers and say, hey, I've got 500 million, send all your deals to me. And that's how it's always been. They haven't had to pay for marketing. They haven't had to pay for deal sourcing or AI or any of that stuff. They're able to say, I got the deep pockets. When these people retire, send them to me. And so then the broker, all they had to do was do the marketing to the sellers and then work for those individual big pockets, and they'd make a bunch of money. They make a commission and they get paid after the deal goes through. That's how it's always been. Now, the reason why this is a flawed market and it doesn't work anymore is because there's more sellers coming up for sale than ever before. There's too many of them. There's too many baby boomers retiring and not enough equity groups or buyers to take advantage of them. And so now the brokers are being overwhelmed with buyers and they don't have time to follow up with them. They don't have time to answer their calls. And so now they're still used to just working with the equity groups. So the equity groups are still growing, but they're not taking advantage of the full market opportunity. And so now that's why there's so much wealth to be had for the individual first-time buyer, but it's so hard for you to get in because the way that this business has been run has always been the same for hundreds of years. The guys with the deep pockets create relationships with the brokers send them all the deals, the sellers get transferred to the deep pockets, and that's it. Okay, and so that's why we're creating a new innovative platform that doesn't work for the sellers but works for the buyers. So the brokers, they do work for the buyers, but they actually work for the sellers in the sense of they have relationships with the guys with the hundreds of millions, and they've never had to pay for service. They would always say, bring me the deal. If I like it, then I'll close it, and then you get paid. And now what that's forced is they created this idea of like you have to source deals for free, and you have to run around and do all this work, and then you get paid. And so we're shattering that mold by creating a buy-side advisory, which is resistant to a lot of people. A lot of people don't like the idea of paying up front for deal sourcing and acquisition services because it's always been done in this way. So now like an individual buyer, they'll say, no, send me the deal, and if I like it, I'll pay. But it's like for us, we're like, man, like we already have dozens of clients that have opted in for this. Why would we do that work for you for free when we know that you're struggling to get a hold of the deal flow because now the market is so muddy and it's really difficult for you to find what you want. So that's why what we've created is a paradigm shift where we consult buyers, not the sellers, and we work for them to get them what they want, but we actually contract with them and we make an agreement to help them find the deal, get them the financing, and then manage the company. And so now what that is creating is the idea of a public equity market. So now this has never existed before. It's always been the guys with the deep pockets say, send me deals for free. I'm the boss. Now we say, pay us, and then we're going to give you a piece of our enterprise and engine, and now you get 80%, we get 20%. And what that's going to do is allow us to become as big as the private equity groups. And so that's going to make it easier for us to generate the deal flow. And, you give us 2-3 years, people are going to send us deals all the time, just like the private equity groups. But now we have a system and process for the little guy to actually get in. And now they have the same technology, the same resources as the big guys. Now they just have to give us a piece.